Christmas time is here. There I am, holding my phone in front of the light. Ooh. Hello everybody, Christmas time is here. Just getting set up. Welcome, come on in. Getting ready for our Wednesday night sacred pipe ceremony. So come on in. I'm just getting a little bit more light here. And welcome. Let's see. And I am just getting set up. Well, hey Stephanie, good to see you. So we are here middle of the week to do sacred ceremony with the sacred pipe. Bring a little light to the darkness, the beautiful sacred darkness of this time of the year. And to realize that the darkness is not bad, the darkness is not evil. The darkness is beautiful. It's the velvety, bibbity, bobbity, boo, twinkling star magic that is the universe, that is the creative source of the universe. The darkness is the womb of the cosmic mother from which all possibilities are born. So it is not a time to fear, it is not a time to dread. The only reason it becomes dreadful or fearful is because we're taught that darkness is bad. But just like this, doing ceremony in the dark with just the candlelights, this is the time of year traditionally when we turn inward, when we gather in our family units indoors around the hearth fire, around the fire with the darkness around, and tell stories. And because the harvest is in, there is nothing to do in the fields. There's nothing to do but our crafts, our songs and stories. And on that note, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but oh, we don't need that light. We got fire going in the old fireplace, the old digital video fireplace. So that's the sound you hear in the background. So you get my phone situated. Perfect. So anyway, and that is why almost every culture I know of anyway celebrates winter solstice. It's a rebirthing of the light from the dark, because this time is a birthing time. And we are nature. We reflect all the rhythms and the cycles in nature happen within us as well. So when the nature goes quiet, when nature goes dark, we're not meant to fight that darkness. We're meant to embrace it. We're meant to slow down. We're meant to share. It's a more creative time of the year. This is a time when your indigenous people would mend their nets, forge their tools, etc. And yeah, so I actually I was just today looking at an old blog, the very first blog that I ever created, and it was called Embracing Bear, Dreaming with Dark Mother. Because like a lot of people, I have that, or I've experienced that SAD, the seasonal whatever disorder thingy, and I would get, and I mean, I have to admit, I still do kind of get a little bit more sad stuff during the winter, during the darkness, and part of that is my moving out here to the Seattle area from Minnesota. People are always like, oh, you couldn't handle the winters, huh? You couldn't handle the snow. It's like, no, I love the snow, I love the winters. It was the summer I couldn't handle. Not a lot of people realize it, but you know, in Minnesota during the summer we have temperatures upwards of 100 degrees with 90-something humidity, and it's like walking through pea soup everywhere. That's what I couldn't handle, but the Minnesota winters are beautiful. You know, they're cold and snow covered, but for the most part, the skies are clear. You have bright, sunny skies with the cold. And so coming out here to Seattle was a little bit of an adjustment for me, because along with the cold is the gray, the rain, and so I'm learning how to embrace the bear rather than fighting the bear. It's like crawl into the cave with the bear as she hibernates and rest, dream. That's what this time of the year is for. I am missing something. Where are you? There you are. So, and with the darkness, with, you know, less stimulation in the outer world, with the darkness is the time to look toward the light within. So, anyway, that was just me babbling as I got my altar set up and got ready to go. Thank you everybody for coming, whether you're here for the first time or you've been watching these for such a long time. It's been almost 2 years now. It's like a year and what, 9 months, something like that, that I've been doing these live videos. I just realized one of my candles has the paper label around it still, and the candle is depleting, and I don't want the paper to burst into flames. So anyway, so we are here to do pipe ceremony. I hope you get at least a fraction of what I get out of it. It is the most sacred space that I know of, and I started doing this again at the toward the beginning of the pandemic, as a way to, especially through the changes we're in, the shifts in the world, the new normals, which continue to shift and change, to give people access to a sacred space of stillness, of connection, of letting the world go, taking the world off your shoulders for a moment, to kind of regain your feet so that you can go on into your week with more of a centeredness, with more of a purpose. So that's why I started this. And Even if you're watching this a year from now, you are still a vital, your energy, you are still a vital component to what happens here tonight. We are in a space between the worlds, especially once I set the space, call in the spirits to hold space around us, which I will do right now. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Hold us in your love and your light. Thank you. Oh. Whew. It always feels so good. And now we have officially stepped between the worlds. This time is an eternal time. It's a time, a space that is untouched by the outside world. So you are always free to return to this time. If you want to rewatch this video after the fact, or if you're just discovering it a year from now, weeks from now, months from now, whatever, this holy sacred space is always available to you. You can always tap into it. So, what we are here to do, if you're new here, I will do a quick tutorial. So, we are going to do the sacred pipe ceremony. And this is the sacred pipe, the stem and the bowl. And we keep them separate because when we put the pipe together, it is powerful. It is all of creation. The stem is the divine masculine, and the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put it together, that awakens the spirit of the pipe. Just like everything else, everything has its own spirit. And when we put the pipe together, it awakens the spirit of the pipe. And it opens a channel straight to Creator, straight to Great Spirit. So once I put the pipe together, until I take it apart, is one giant prayer. It's like opening all lines, no filters, no waiting. So everything you think, everything you pray, all your intentions, say and think and set your biggest, bestest dreams and desires and prayers, because they go straight to Great Spirit. No lines, no waiting. And the pipe was given, at least the tradition that I have been taught. I know many tribes have many traditions, and they have their own pipes and their own pipe ceremonies. The one that has been taught to me is handed down from White Buffalo Calf Woman, who appeared 19 generations ago to the Iroquois Nation, to the Lakota people, and she presented them with the pipe. And she gave a total of 7 different ceremonies, all revolving around the pipe. The pipe is the presence of the divine. The pipe is like a mobile altar, a mobile church. So no matter where they went, they brought church with them. And so we smoked the pipe. We put tobacco and only tobacco into the pipe. And then when we smoke it, every breath is prayer and intention, and it's the smoke of the tobacco spirit that carries our prayers, our intentions to Great Spirit. So that's a little background about what it is, why we do it, and so what it's going to look like is I'm going to light some sage. Oh, my sweetgrass. Oh my God, I love sweetgrass. So I'm going to burn a little bit of sage, a little bit of sweetgrass, and then smudge everything on my little altar, including the pipe. And then I'm going to say a prayer, ask permission to smoke the pipe, and then I will join it, and then I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the pipe. And the number 4 is sacred. It's like the 4 directions, the 4 elements, the 4 races. And so we put in 4 pinches, and you'll hear the prayers I say with each pinch. And then once I'm done with that, I have a song that I sing. White Buffalo Calf Woman, who gave the pipe to the Dakota people, is actually one of my spirit guides. And it was interesting. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw the photo yesterday. I went out to do pipe ceremony at the river. I've got a couple of places where I like to go to the river and do pipe ceremony outside with the spirits. And yesterday was really rainy, and it was really cold. And even if I were to sit under the bridge, there's a bridge, this beautiful old railroad trestle bridge. And usually I can sit underneath there and be somewhat protected from the rain, but it just didn't feel right at the moment. And so I got a little creative, and I took my altar sitting right in front of me here, and I put it out on my dashboard, and then I sat in the passenger side of my car, and I just did my pipe ceremony in my car. And what was interesting is White Buffalo Calf Woman came to me like she does many times when I'm doing ceremony, and she reminded me that the very first time I saw her, the very first time that she came to me, I was in my car. And this was 12-ish years ago or so. And I was going on my first big vision quest. And I had a teacher at the time who was Lakota, and it felt proper to me. On my lunch break at my day job, I was working at a warehouse at the time, and it was great because we would get a whole hour for lunch, and so I could go out on my lunch breaks. I could take a nap, I could go for a walk, I could meditate. And so that day I decided to meditate, to send my thanks to White Buffalo Calf Woman for allowing me to take part in one of her ceremonies, even though I wasn't one of her people. And all of a sudden, she was there. It was like totally unexpected, but there she was in my third eye vision. And she looked at me, and she was like, "You are one of my people," as much as if I'd given birth to you myself. And it was just like, oh my God. And so she reminded me of that yesterday, that was when we first connected, and it's been over a decade that she's been working with me. So it was kind of like a full circle moment, coming back and realizing who I was, who I am now, connecting with her versus who I was then, just starting out. And I am so grateful for her teaching and her guidance. And I mean, she's the reason that I came to this. And at first it seemed just kind of a random, oh cool, white buffalo gap woman, you know. And then as time goes by, I see more and more the pattern of why it was she who came to me, and why it has been she who has been guiding me and teaching me all these years, and where it seems that I'm headed. So it's just one of those things that when I stop to think about it, when I just sit back and like, just blows my mind. I love this life. I love this path. So anyway, so what this will, so my whole point in talking about that was that when I started doing this on video, I went to her and asked her permission to do this, and she said, of course. And she was like, whose idea do you think it was? Hers. That I do this on video. And then she gave me a song to sing. It's kind of like the power song of my pipe. And so once I put the tobacco in, I will sing that song. She asked me to sing that song at the beginning of every pipe ceremony that I facilitate. So I honor her with that and sharing that song. Then I will light the pipe, and then I will blow breath blessings, silent prayers and blessings into the four directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, in a circle for all my relations, and then straight up to Creator. And then I'll hold the pipe for a moment for silent prayer with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart. And then I'll come back and I will light the pipe again. And the first thing I will do is take a big puff and blow the smoke at my camera. And when I do that, that is a prayer, a blessing coming up from my heart through my breath, through the smoke, and through the magic of the internet and the holographic universe. That blessing will travel through and out your camera, out your device, straight into your heart. And that is my gift to you. And then I will continue to blow blessings and prayers from my own intentions, some intentions others have asked me to pray for. So I will continue to smoke and to blow puffs of blessings, intermittently sitting in meditation and quiet. So at that point, feel free to do whatever it is that helps you connect to Spirit, to your higher self, to Great Spirit, to Goddess, God, whatever you call the divine. Whatever it is, because that is the purpose of this space, is to connect to Spirit directly. And then when it feels complete, I will say another prayer, sing another song, take the pipe together, and that's when the ceremony part actually ends. And then I will see what other tidbits of wisdom come through from my guides, and we'll talk a little bit longer. And again, may I say just how honored that you chose to spend some time here with me. Your presence is meaningful, it's felt, and I so appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let's get this started. Get a little bit of sage. Whoa. Okay. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with worth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. All right. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. Ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All my guides and guardians, watch over me as I smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Twaban, Shawnadisi, Majikiwis, and Waboose. There is always room for you in my pipe. Okay. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all my relations, come smoke with me. Creator, Earth Mother, Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo Catwoman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane. grandmother, grandfather, eagle, I send a voice. I thank you for these moments of connection, these moments of stillness, the tribe, the circle of people who gather in their growth, in their connection with you, with themselves, as we shine the light of ourselves in this dark half of the year, becoming the light that we need, becoming self-contained, self-efficient. We are the light we seek. Thank you for your guidance, for your love. Thank you for our lives, for who we have become, for who we have been, and who we are becoming. Aho. Ihi-la-ihi-o, 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 ihi-la-ihi-o. Oofda. Wow. That, I know I say it every single time, but holy crap, that was powerful. Ooh. So, I hope that gave you a little bit, feeling a little bit more centered, a little bit more of your own light, your heart. Knowing that you can trust your heart to guide you through these times, through the crazy, crazy world as it is turning upside down and every which way, to know that when you need something solid to hold on to, when you need that peace, it's all right here. You don't need to depend on any person or thing or circumstances outside of you. You are your own source of compassion, of love, of light. And from that place of stillness, that eye of the storm, all around you shifts and changes. And that is actually what's going on in the world. Enough of us are waking up, enough of us. There are more people waking up now than ever before on the planet. And so things need to fall apart in order for things to come together. Things, death and rebirth, we talk about those things like they're two different things. Something has to die for something to be born. But death and rebirth are the same thing. And so as the world is dying, it's a process. As the world is dying, something new is being born. So focus, don't hold on to the old ways that are falling apart. Hold on to the new visions, to the feelings of love and safety and the benevolent universe. Know that you are loved, that you are protected, that you are taken care of. You know, these are the times we've been waiting for. These are the times, we are the people we've been waiting for, right? The light within your heart, that is what you have been seeking all your life, you know. And one thing that has been coming more and more into focus in my life is, you know, this time of year, this season, the holiday season, the Christmas season, the solstice season, is met, and this shows how out of sync we are with the earth, with nature, because this is the quiet time of the year. This is the time we're supposed to look inward. It's a time of introspection, and yet we're being pulled out to all this other activity and all these things. That's why it's a stressful season for so many people, because we're acting counter to what our natural impulses are, the natural things we are guided to do. And so this time of year, I know that there's a lot of dysfunction. Many of us come from dysfunctional families. You know, I hear people talking about, oh, I hate Christmas, and it's because of what they've learned from growing up with adults who didn't understand what it was about. And so, you know, as children especially, we are so, like, hypocrisy is so clear to us, because we're trying to learn who we are. We're trying to learn how to function in the world from adults who don't know it. They say all the words they're supposed to say, and then they act differently. And so for so many people, there's this disconnect between the spirit of the season and what they see in the world. But just like I said, we are the people we've been waiting for. These are the times that we have been training for. If you are on a spiritual path, if you are watching this, this is what we've been training for. And the whole point of these times is to stay centered in our heart, is to depend upon ourselves and our connection, our heart connection to our tribe who supports us and supports us and connects us to all living things. And so this is what I know I went kind of on a tangent, as I tend to do, but one of the points of this season is to be the light that we are seeking. Screw whatever you were taught, screw whatever the adults have done in your past, whatever traumas may have happened, whatever dysfunctions you've experienced with your family through the season. Let that go and be the light of the season. This season is about the birth of the Holy Child, your Holy Child, that innocent, pure space, that unfiltered, unsullied part of you that is divine, that is the light of Great Spirit, of Creator, and bringing that light into the world. That's what we are here for, is to bring that light, to be that light, to radiate that light. So, if you find yourself needing to deal with people, needing to deal with family that isn't compassionate or supportive of who you are or where you are, you know, we tend to, when we go back to something like spending Christmas with our family has this idea of who we are, which is usually who we were as kids. But you have done so much growth and had so many experiences and have ventured out ahead of the pack to try out things, to explore things, and you have gained gifts and insights and wisdom that they haven't. So the tendency is, okay, I'm going back to my family. I have to shelf all that experience, all that learning, all of the gifts that I have claimed in all these years on a spiritual path, so that I can fit into their box of expectations. And I don't dare bring this up or that up. I need to be that 5-year-old kid that they expect me to be. And again, I say, screw that. Your job, your place is to be the light. Don't put yourself on hold. Don't sacrifice the great strides that you have taken. Be who you are. Go into those places of shadow, those places of darkness, those places of dysfunction, and be the radiant light that you are. Do not sacrifice your light for the comfort of others. You know, just like that quote from Marianne Williamson about, you know, playing small serves nobody. There is nothing enlightened about dimming our own light for the comfort of others. You know, even, you know, Jesus was a rebel. He didn't fit into boxes. He was raising hell and challenging the ways of the people, the traditions, the wisdom of all of it. And that is what the light does. The light brings vision to the dark places in our life, brings vision to the shadows. So, you know, and I am talking, you know, this is a generalized thing. I don't know what every person's personal experience is. Some people, it may not be physically safe to do so. So again, your heart is your authority. Your heart is your leader. Trust what your heart tells you. But if you have the opportunity to shine, if you have the opportunity to radiate that pure, divine essence that you are, and recognizing that that divine essence burns in everybody on the planet, you're radiating that is an invitation to them to wake up as well. If you are the highest frequency in the room, everybody's frequency is going to rise in an effort to meet yours. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's going to be like, oh, cool, I didn't realize it, you know. Their hearts may not grow three sizes that day. They might hate you. They might be mad. They might be irritated or whatever. But continue to shine. That is them waking up. It's, you know, I've said this before about, you know, we are the dawning of this new day. We are this dawning of a new way of living from love and respect and honor. And those who don't have that yet, we are the alarm clock. And the world tends, especially in our society, we tend not to be morning people. When we wake up, we're grumpy and we want to go back to sleep. So don't judge yourself or your actions on how others react to you. Be the light. That is what this season is about. Shine as bright as you possibly can. Be a star. I was just listening to Sandra Ingerman's podcast, and she was talking about how stars don't send light, they don't send healing, they radiate it. They just are who they are, and by the nature of what they are and who they are, this light, this heat, this source of life radiates from them. It's effortless. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to, it's not your job to save anyone, to enlighten anyone, to change them. Your function is to be the light with an invitation to every heart around you to rise to meet you. If you start to argue or you try to change them or shift them, what you're doing is dimming your light. They're here, you're here. And you're dimming your light to see them eye to eye. You're lowering your frequency to meet them eye to eye. And that does nothing. Nobody wins. Then it becomes a tug of war and arguments. Be here. Be your highest radiance that you can. And give them the invitation. And if they don't accept it, walk away. Because you have just planted a seed. It may not germinate for a year, for a decade. It might not germinate this lifetime. But you have just put a crack in that shell of that seed in their heart, which will forever be open and will continue to break open and break open until they are radiant as well. It is the nature of every person to radiate. Like in the Bible, it talks about being created in the image of God. It's because we are God. We are divine. And every person is divine. That's what the Namaste means. The God in me greets the God in you. So be the observer, the beholder of that divine light in others, even if they can't see it for themselves. And by being that light, you shine on the places. And no one likes to have their secrets revealed, right? And that's what's happening in the bigger world as well, in politics, and even like working with climate change and all the different things. It's like things are coming to light. Things haven't gotten worse. We're just seeing them clearer. And that is how healing happens. It's like we need to bring, just like in a fever, the fever is there to burn away the toxins. The hard times is that fire that burns away the toxins of our world and brings us all to the place of light and love and honoring each other for the unique facet of divine light that we all are. Yeah. Wow. This is always a learning experience for me as well. I'm not just sitting here on my whatever pedestal telling you what's right and what's wrong and pontificating, blah, blah, blah. As these things come through, it's like stuff that I've already known, but bringing it out, expressing it, makes it that much more real. It brings it out of the nebulous, etheric area into physical reality, physical vibration. And as it touches your hearts and it resonates, that's your heart recognizing what is true for you as well. And it's funny because I was just telling one of my classes last week about, I had seen something about bringing up, I know it's like I'm not even Christian anymore, but I keep talking about Jesus. But he's one of my oldest and closest guides. I still talk to him all the time. But anyway, like when Jesus was doing the Sermon on the Mount, the blessed are the the cheesemakers, whatever. He got done and like, oh my God, what did you say about this? And it's like, I don't know. It just came through. So that is what I do here. And I thank you for being present, for giving me, it wouldn't happen without you. That's why I'm so grateful for your presence here. If I didn't have anyone to speak to, those things wouldn't come through. It's a complete circuit. You know how when you plug something in and you have that circuit, without you, it's an incomplete circuit, and those things don't get said, don't get realized by me or anyone else. So thank you for that. So let's see, is there anything else my guides want to mention? Just love yourself. Know that underneath everything, underneath whatever traditions, whatever childhood and belief systems and everything you were raised with, that underneath all of it, you are the divine child. You are the light that is being born at this dark time of the year. And as we approach solstice, solstice is the longest night of the year, and it can seem daunting and overwhelming, but the next day the light starts to grow, and the night gets shorter and shorter and shorter. So just like everything else, don't criticize yourself, don't judge yourself for not being further along, because you don't come out of your mother's womb and right away start your 9-to-5 job. It's a process: birth, growth, maturity. Just like when I was putting the tobacco into the pipe, it's like we talk about honoring all of those passages. Life is a process. Life is a journey. It's not an all one and done. Okay, now I can rest. We are here for a reason. We are here to learn. We are here to be and to experience the flow, the cycles, the spiral of life. So be good to yourself. Know that you are the divine child. You are the divine light. Be the light. Be the change. Be the light you want to see in the world. Be the love that you didn't get when you were a kid. Be the light that you needed through your dark times. Claim that. It's who you are intrinsically. You are light, you are love, you are joy. That is your default setting. And it's all that other stuff that gets in the way, that covers us up, that holds our vibration down. But your spirit is like, I love this analogy, your spirit is like a beach ball, right? The beach ball is filled with air. The longer you try to hold it under the water, the harder it gets to keep it there, because all that beach ball wants to do is rise to the surface. The air in the beach ball knows that it is the same as the air above the water. That is your spirit. Your spirit, without restrictions, will easily rise to the surface, will rise to the spirit that it is. And it's all those lessons and belief systems and experiences that hold us down under the water. But when we remove those things, because it's who you are underneath all of that crap, you are divine light, you are spirit, and in that you are invulnerable. Is that the right word? Like, you cannot be harmed, you cannot be destroyed, you are eternal. And that is the true message of this season. So, thank you for listening to me. I really, really appreciate all of you. I appreciate that you join me here in this circle. It's such a magical, holy time. And I think that's all I have to say for the moment. So thank you. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being on your path. Thank you for all the hardships you have gone through, all the things that could have held you down, but that you kept going. Thank you for your courage, for your tenacity, for your dedication, for discovering who you truly are. This would not have been possible like 10 years ago or whatever, because people were probably not ready for it. The fact that you're watching it, and that's not to put myself on a pedestal and say, yay, you've arrived because I'm so great, blah, blah, blah. Nothing like that. But just having this connection, this circle of us, of supporting each other as we rise, that's what it's all about. So thank you for being in a place where this makes sense to you, where this supports you, where this resonates with you. We are all in this together. We are all equal. We are all different places on our individual journeys, but we are all connected in that divine light of Creator. So, thank you. All right, so I will release the spirits who have so lovingly held space for us so we could do our inner work. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, and the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Thank you for welcoming us into yours. All right, my friends, thank you again for joining me. Know that if you need to rewatch it, if you want to touch into this space, this holy space again, the calm, the centered, the stillness, I will share this to my Facebook page, and I will also upload it to my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel, so you can always watch this again. Please feel free to share this with others who may resonate with it. Invite others to come and watch and listen. Here every Wednesday night, at least through December. I'm gonna re-examine things at that point and see how to shift, because I've got a lot of other things coming up, other changes and new exciting things to do, and so I'm not sure how it all fits together yet, but through December we'll be here every Wednesday night, and you can check out my website if you're curious of who I am or what I do, what services I have to offer you. You know, as a shaman, my job is to empower you, and so look at my website at perchingwolfstudios.net. You can check out the different shamanic services I offer, the healings and the readings, etc. And you can connect with me through that. You can watch my Facebook page for updates on different events and such. I'm going to be, teaching some more classes coming up in the new year. Like I said, lots and lots of new exciting things. And also you can follow me on Instagram. What else? I'm also a cartoonist. If you're interested in reading my comics, you can find those. The link's going to be in the description of this video. And it's drawingbreath-comic.blogspot.com. And I'm in the middle of doing my adventures of a vision quest that I went on in September. And I'm already 14 pages into it. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I love doing it. I love sharing it. So please feel free to check out my blog with my comics. I have another blog that I haven't been writing in lately, but I'm feeling prompted. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up in the new year. So anyway, thank you again for joining me. Thank you for everything you've done to be here. I appreciate that, and know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. So have a wonderful week. I hope to see you here again next week, and go shining. All right, bye.